Hi, Leah.
Good evening, or morning.
What can you tell me about your life living on the street?
Well, it hasn't always been that way. I've actually only been without a roof over my head, so to speak, for a little over a year. Prior to that, I've been able to at least keep myself in a hotel room or whatever. But circumstances presented themselves in such a way a little over a year ago that was out of my control and financially couldn't afford to keep a roof over my head anymore. And then all this COVID stuff has happened and the world got turned upside down. And in San Francisco, in a nutshell, all I can say about being on the streets is it's rough. It's very rough. It's very dangerous and not fun. And drugs help to numb that out.
What would you like to talk about your drug use? Do you use drugs?
Yeah, of course. I say of course, but I do, and it's been an evolutionary process. I mean, it's not something that obviously woke up one day and said, I think I'll use drugs today. This all started way back, late teens, early 20s, being prescribed pills, narcotic pain pills by the doctor, and enjoying the way they made me feel. And it snowball affected from there, One day you can't afford prescription pills, they're very expensive, and so you move on to street drugs that give you a longer, better, cheaper high. And I think everybody else knows the textbook definition of, I guess soccer mom gone dopehead by way of pain pills.
How do you pay for drugs? How do you support your drug habit?
Oh boy, various different ways. I mean, we have what we call hustling, and every day you wake up and you start your hustle for the day, whether it's going to be stealing things and selling them, whatever. I mean, you can many ways to make money in San Francisco. You can sell just about anything, and there's a buyer for whatever you have to sell. So it's wheeling and dealing and hustling and bustling.
I bet that's tiring.
It's tiring, and it's sometimes very hard on the self-esteem and ego. I mean, I was raised differently than that. I don't like to steal. I feel wrong because it's not right to do. And then sometimes these people that work in these stores have no problem saying so, and what they think of you, and stuff like that.
How do normal people treat you? I mean, I shouldn't say normal. How do regular people who walk down the street?
Non-drug addict homeless people.
Yes.
Citizens.
There you go.
Some people are very compassionate, which is a refreshing and nice surprise when you come across that. Other people are very judgmental and harsh, and other people are downright angry. Feel that we are the cause of a lot of bad things that they see going on in their neighborhoods and society. Unfortunately, they see a couple of bad apples and label the whole barrel bad. Not all of us are bad people. Most of us aren't bad people. We're just addicts, and that motivates and drives us to do things to get what we need to feed our addiction.
How do you survive at night? Where do you sleep? How do you sleep on the street?
Sometimes I don't sleep, but it's not. I mean, for me personally, it's not as traumatic and as dangerous and as dark as it seems. The majority of the time, I don't actually spend out on the street at nighttime. I'm either invited to a friend's place to stay, or hotel room, or I'm able to afford a hotel room for myself, or sometimes maybe I'll split a hotel room with someone. There are hotels that are cheap, $60 a night, and you split that with somebody, $30 a night is nothing.
Yeah.
There have been periods of time that I've been able to maintain that hotel room as a residence for a period of time, maybe several months or, whatever, which is it's nice when you can get on a positive path like that and you're doing well and you're kind of I call it the top of your game, able to pay your $30 or $60 rent every day and take care of your needs and have a place to kick back and cool your heels and, I wouldn't call it home, but I'd call it your place.
What do you think happened that helped bring you to where you are now? What have you made? Would you have made some different choices, or was it just sort of circumstance?
Hindsight's always 20/20. There were circumstances in my past that were beyond my control that contributed to my wanting to self-medicate. Sorry, I'm gonna cry. And then there were bad choices I made that I wish I could undo that I can't. And then all I can say about the situations that were beyond my control that devastated me, I couldn't control whether they happened or not, but I could control how I dealt with it.
Okay.
And I didn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with it.
Bless your heart. Well, thank you, Leah, so much for sharing your story with me and talking to me.
You're welcome. I hope that this helps somebody.